Those born on December 30th can get their point across with very few words, usually adherence to established traditions and methods. They put their faith in the tried and true. Extremely valuable people in running a business or organization. They dislike inefficiency and waste of all types. Also, December 30th people quickly recognize faults in systems and work methods and are adept at eliminating or at least minimizing them. This does not mean that December 30th people are necessarily uptight individuals or that they have problems relaxing. On the contrary, few enjoy a good meal or a fun evening with friends more than those born on this day. It is precisely because they have a great deal together at work that they can come home and freely express themselves. December 30th people are gracious and generous, but don't cross them or oppose their right to rule. Indeed, most born on this day just have to be the boss. There is no other way. They must, however, beware of adopting a know-it-all attitude and dogmatically adhering to fixed principles, which can arouse great antagonism in others. Not surprisingly, many December 30th people themselves have serious problems with authority, not because they are rebellious per se, but rather find those in charge to be incompetent or ineffective. They often begin to think about how they might be able to better run the show themselves. But a good point about December 30th people is that they generally think along constructive, not ego-satisfying lines. For them, the important thing is not power or domination, but that the best job possible be done. December 30th people hate mess and chaos. Often this leads them to adopt a more Spartan existence, or at the very least to stow their possessions in another room and close the door. As they are not overly fastidious, they may choose to limit their accumulation of goods and thereby create less mess. Others may view this as evidence of their being tight with money. Most often this is not the case. For December 30th people know how to spend when they want to or need to, even if it means going into the red. Their innate frugality, however, usually keeps them from wasting money and leads them to get the best deal possible. Frustrations and worry can keep December 30th people awake at night. Upsetting situations do not sit very well with their usual taciturn personalities. What suits them best is to work their way out of a given problem. Unfortunately, when met with difficult problems caused by another ignorance or blundering, as they see it, those born on this day can become extremely agitated. In order not to waste their own precious energy, December 30th people must learn acceptance of which they cannot change, and the discipline to turn their thoughts to more constructive matters. Those born on December 30th should keep active and not let themselves slip into patterns of self-pity or depression. Although they may at times find it difficult to motivate themselves, they should make an effort to program regular physical exercise into their lives. Furthermore, it is a good idea for them to schedule regular checkups with their family physician rather than ignoring symptoms or hoping that they will go away. December 30th people must be aware of prickly side of their nature which can arouse opposition and accompany negativity directed toward them. Such bad feelings, through disturbing their psyche or making them feel disliked, can have equally negative effects on their health, notably in the areas of insomnia, skeletal or muscular rigidity, headaches, and other manifestations of stress. Avoid being blunt and take time to explain yourself. Be careful of arousing resentment through an overly rigid system of rules or beliefs. Try to put the past behind you and learn to forgive. By being more accepting, you will eliminate many problems. December 30th strengths are highly capable, pragmatic, realistic. December weaknesses are bossy, hypocritical, closed. December 30th, you work well in businesses or commercial ventures, but you may also be drawn to politics, teaching, coaching, training, the military, diplomacy, and other positions which requires you to coordinate large numbers of people. Other work options include sports, management, art, music, or writing. Your life purpose is to reprogram your thoughts so that both negative and possible outcomes are taken into account. When you have learned to be more flexible with self-compassion and more forgiving, your destiny is to bring harmony, cohesion, and cooperation.